Alright. Well, welcome back to the Unlikely Guys podcast with... Today we have just me and you again, Cammy.
Sorry?
What do you mean, sir? Today is just me and Cameron again.
As it always is.
Man, should we start again or should we... Nah, let's keep going. You're making it so weird for me. I don't know, but okay. We're back. Why are you laughing, man? Why are you laughing?
Sorry.
You're such a weirdo. Anyways. So yeah.
Yeah.
What's new this week, Cameron? Fun?
Nothing much. It's been a very wild week.
Wild?
It's been Chinese New Year over here, actually, in Hong Kong.
Still?
Well, no, it's just past, so they have this kind of like 5-day thing where it's like everyone kind of really milks the fact that it's Chinese New Year, so there's a lot of family visiting, there's a lot of partying, it's just a lot of celebration time over here. So it's been a very wild week, yeah.
I believe the last time we recorded a podcast, it was the same thing. I thought that... that it was Chinese New Year, I think, last time we recorded.
Yeah, that was, so it was Chinese New Year on, like last week we were recording on the Sunday as well, so it was Chinese New Year that weekend officially, but during the weekday, like Monday and Tuesday, just because it falls on the weekend, they have the days off in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And it's just, it kind of just continues on regardless when people go back to work. Some people are still off work the whole week until tomorrow, which is the next week. So it's still been going on very much at the same intensity as it was last week, so it's been crazy.
It's done now?
Yeah, I think so. Everything should kind of go back to normal.
Right.
Well, as normal as it is, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Alright, that's good. But what about, I don't know about this, but what about when it's New Year's here, like in the West, in like Europe?
Mm-hmm.
And Christmas, do they celebrate it there? Do they get time off?
Yeah, they do. But it's not to the same extent as over there, I think. I think normally you get Boxing. No, you don't even get Boxing Day off. Here. I think you get Christmas Day, Boxing Day, but not Christmas Eve. You still work Christmas Eve over here.
Okay.
And then you get New Year's Day off. And I think New Year's Eve, I'm not too sure. I did.
So they do celebrate it there? Do they do fireworks?
They do celebrate it. They do. Yeah, there was a lot of things going on over here as well.
But it's not as big as Chinese New Year.
I think it's getting there. Because naturally there's a lot of tourists here as well.
Okay.
And I mean, Hong Kong used to be colonized by Great Britain, so very much tradition like that has kind of stayed as well. But I still say Chinese New Year is a lot bigger over here. Like, this is very, very big.
Yeah.
Very big. Very busy.
Okay, I didn't know that before, but
yeah, well, there's some culture spreading, I guess, for you.
Did we talk about last time? Did you move again?
Yeah, I did. I moved to Kennedy Town.
I think we talked about it last time. Fuck.
I think we did have a brief.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because I think we recorded the last one on Monday, I think. Or...
Monday? I really don't remember.
It was not in the weekend. I think you were busy then. Yeah.
Oh.
You have your new... what about your new... You went to eat with them today? With your new Dutch friends?
Yeah, there's a Dutch guy I'm staying with, and also a guy from mainland. Both very interesting characters. Dutch guy is more my age, so I guess we get along easier. There's a lot of interesting stories from that. He's lived a very interesting life.
Okay.
But that can be for another time. But yeah, it's great. It's a nice place to meet lots of people, I guess. You come across people that you generally don't think you would ever have the opportunity of meeting, so yeah.
Sounds like fun, man. I wish I was... I can't wait for my internship abroad, or my exchange to...
Yeah.
Crazy. I don't know if I'll be able to go that far, but it's. I think it's interesting because you meet a lot of other people from that made the same decision as you, or just people from that country. So I cannot wait for
it. Yeah, it's very much as sociable as like the Western kind of culture is. I feel as if over here, like even though it's sociable over there, it's very much like within your own social groups and a kind of similar-minded people. Over here, you just meet with all kind of people, and it really opens up your perspective a lot.
Yeah, because when I see your Snapchats when you're around outside, you also see, like, I also see a lot of non-Asian people, you know. So that's
there's a lot. Not that my Snapchats are the best places, because normally it's more drinking places. So there's a lot more Westerners, but in general, it's a very good mix of people.
That's why it's quite interesting to see your Snapchat and see like a lot of white people around. But that's good. That's good. I'm for me this week, I've had the week off, which is also nice. And all I did was work because I have to do another test that I failed last year, which you know which one it is.
Which was not due to our fault at any point.
Kind of your fault. Yeah, kind of your fault. But I forgive you, dude. I forgive you a long time ago. We can move on from this. So yeah.
I mean, I still refuse to take blame. I mean, that was your responsibility. But anyway, let's
I forgave you a long time ago. Don't worry. We don't have to talk about it. It's okay. I forgave you. So yeah.
Okay.
I've been studying a little bit, and other than that, I bought the same book as you, man. It came.
Yeah. So it was a very interesting occurrence. So I've been reading this. Well, I've stopped reading it. I'm nearly finished. I've not read it for a while, but it's this book called The Art of Conversation by Judy Apps, and I was reading it the other day, and Gabriel saw me reading it, and then like all of a sudden I don't know what happened, but he was like, "Oh, what's the name of the book?" And I was like, "Oh, it's this book, and it talks about like social interaction and blah 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 blah." And then all of a sudden, like Gabriel was like, "Oh yeah, I've got it. It's coming tomorrow," and I was like, "What?" And that was like such an impulsive, such a quick decision that you've all of a sudden just bought the book.
Yeah, it was more like it's because I've told our friend Paul that he told me like, oh, you have a week off, yeah, you should probably read a book, man, just to see. I was like, yeah, true, man, I should do that. And like all week I've actually did not read any books or anything. And Cameron, for some I don't remember why, but you just said like I don't even remember how we came to that, but you showed me this book of yours, this Art of Conversation, and I was like, that's actually I actually like that topic. It's basically about conversations and how you can make it work better for you and stuff like that. And it's actually also been like a couple of our last topics of our podcast has been about social interaction, right? So I think that's what made me buy it as well. So
we've been learning a lot about social interaction the past year and a bit.
Yeah.
Very much intensely. That's been what we've circulated a lot around.
So that's why it's like it seemed impulsive. It seemed impulsive, but it's actually it's like I didn't really have to think. Yeah, actually, I didn't really have to think much about it. It was I kind of like that topic. If you came with something else, I don't know if I would have bought it, but
no, but I think it's more like it's because you can relate to it very quickly because we have talked about it. So it's probably like a good impulsive. Like you were clear. That it was a clear decision, even though it was impulsive. That it was probably a good move. But obviously, impulsive decisions aren't always as clear and black and white as that.
Yeah. So let's not talk too much about the book right now because I'm only one chapter in. I'll probably read more later, but let's talk about those impulsive decisions that we make. So what should we start with? Should we start with what happened to you, or should we do something else? What should we start with?
And we could start with that, and then let that jog on to something, I guess.
All right,
so there was an incident that there was a very impulsive decision that I was about to make, and I think at the time I was not very self-aware.
At the time, this happened a few hours ago.
Yeah. That was a few hours ago. Because sometimes when you're caught up in the moment of making the decision, you're like, you just wanna do it, and then And I'm very much the person, like, I not that I don't have much patience, but I appreciate the honesty of situations and just going for it. So I guess impulsive decisions have always been kind of something that's been underlying. And sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't. But that's how it is, right? I'd rather know then and there.
Because, but basically, this is the context of this situation kind of matters. But we'll not go into much to the context. But it's like you wanted to know, you just wanted honesty from someone else. Basically, that was the situation, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
And but you were also in a different state of mind. So I think a lot of things influence these impulsive decisions because you just don't do it randomly without being in a different state of mind.
Yeah, but I think also no, I think I disagree with that because I think before for other decisions as well, I've very much made them very impulsively and they've paid off. Paid off in the sense that maybe it wasn't the outcome I was looking for, but I still learned from that.
You have do you have an example?
Yeah, so I remember talking to, I think it was it last year? No, it would have been, yeah, it would have been just last year before we finished uni in summer. I was at this talk for landscape architecture, and there's a lady giving a speech about this project and this the work that she does in her company, and I was really interested in doing it for placement. And at the moment, I think like it was very much a very busy seminar, and they didn't have much time, and I wasn't too sure if I wanted to do placement in Scotland mainly, but it was very impulsive of me I grabbed all my stuff very quickly and then went straight over to talk to her and ask her about an opportunity. And to me, that was very impulsive because I could have very much just asked for their contact details and emailed them.
Yeah.
But even at that, actually, I didn't get the outcome I wanted, but I got another opportunity from it. So what happened was I asked her if they were taking on placement people for that year. And she said because they're such a small office, they don't really take anyone on because they do a lot of smaller projects that they can fulfill themselves. And then when they get busy, they work with another company, normally with big projects.
Yeah.
And to me, straight away, I was like, oh, damn, like, whenever I got an interest in an office, it was, like, rejected straight away, right?
Yeah.
And then I had a very brief conversation with her, and she was asked, is it Scotland that you want to do? And I was like, oh, no, I actually was looking at the States and that and stuff. And actually from that, she gave me a contact that she knows in Penn State.
Penn State.
And I mean, from that, yeah, so from that opportunity, one impulsive decision, I actually made a really good contact. And unfortunately, I didn't get in the States due to visa reasons. But as you may know, since I'm in Hong Kong, but that's a very important contact because I think in future, if I'm planning to go to the States, then at least I know a starting point to look for someone. So it was really nice because I got to know him as well. I did email him afterwards. So it was very nice to kind of have that link.
Yeah, but so the reason you did this is because you wanted your state of mind. I
wanted the opportunity, yeah.
Your state of mind was that you wanted to do something else, right?
Yeah, I just wanted the honesty. I wanted to try it, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking, like, every time there's an impulsive decision, it's because you've been, like, wanting something else or something. Like, mostly it's like people that go on adventures. Like, they like, let me travel the world for whatever long. Because isn't like something you've been thinking for a while before you made that impulsive decision to go look for this opportunity?
Actually, I wasn't looking for placement at that point.
At that point, you weren't at all?
Not at all, actually. I just knew I wanted to get away from home, but I didn't. But then it was very impulsive of me to look for an opportunity that was at home, you know? So, yeah, I guess it was like a contradiction to what I pre-thought. So it was actually the opposite of what I had planned, but I just went for it anyway.
Yeah, because you saw an opportunity to to like go far away, perhaps, and a way different like surrounding. So you're not used to anything.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. But it's quite interesting because like what I understand that feeling because when we went to Japan, like I was thinking about it, like when we went to Japan, it was like we were in a different place. Like you don't understand anything. You just have to hope that they understand you. Like it's like I would also want to do the same thing, like go far away for my placements or my exchange year, because I'm also in the same kind of thinking of you that you had, like you wanted to go far away, because what has been like the most beneficial thing to you, like now that you've been in Hong Kong, like what have you been enjoying the most?
Honestly, because to me, like coming over to Hong Kong wasn't, not that it's not much of a challenge, but I've learned to like manage by myself for a long time anyway. So to me, like having to deal with everything myself wasn't really a big issue. But I think the one thing I appreciate the most is meeting people over here. Like the kind of people you meet over here is just, it's a completely different universe to the kind of people I meet at home.
Can you explain?
And I don't know if it maybe because that's the way I am at home. I don't know, but it just opens so many more doors over here.
What do you mean? What can you explain this?
So, as you probably can expect, that Hong Kong Scotland doesn't exactly have a huge population for you to meet a huge range of people. And I don't think it sets a social atmosphere for that either, in a lot of cases. Like I was talking about this to a friend the other day, and like the normal kind of situation for our age for students to meet is like going out drinking.
Yeah.
But then like you meet people on the night, and you have a brief chat, but then it's like it's not much after that. But over here it's like maybe it's the same kind of base environment in terms of it's a drinking culture, but the kind of people you meet over here, like you meet them, you talk to them, you get their Facebook, whatever, and then the next day they're like, oh yeah, that was pretty cool, we should hang out sometime, and then you can create such amazing friendships over here. It's ridiculous because you're all in the same kind of boat, like you're in a foreign country and you're kind of all exploring it in that same kind of mindset.
Yeah.
And even though in that same kind of mindset, there's so many different personalities that come out from that. And it's been amazing. I've made some seriously amazing friends that I think you can automatically know that it's not just like, oh yeah, we'll hang out like when we're here and then like we're not going to talk ever again kind of thing.
But you actually did like hang out with them and talk with them and get to know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, we still do that, but I think even when I leave and if I ever come back, then it'd be like, oh yeah, I'm coming back. Let's hang out sometime and stuff. It's not going to be like, okay, the second I leave, we stop talking and shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Nope, sorry. Yeah.
You don't have to say sorry.
Yeah, just in case we have to censor that, right?
I mean, nah, it doesn't matter, man. Don't worry about it. But yeah, but what surprises me to me the most is like when I see the type of friends you made. It's actually not. I thought you would only be making like Asian friends, like people from Hong Kong itself, just those that. But no, you've been actually. It's also been more than like other nationalities, like.
I've made more international friends than I have local friends, and that's not like a prejudice thing, but it's just like I have made a few local friends as well, and they're pretty cool people.
It's quite interesting.
But very different social environments as well with local people.
I mean, I thought like before you went, I thought, oh, you're gonna have a lot of Asian friends after this, but it's been actually, it's actually also a lot of. You mentioned a lot of Dutch people. You probably also Niels friends as well.
Sorry.
Niels friends as well. Probably you made some friends.
Oh yeah. They're very much white.
Like it's his what's his university again? Where does it go?
Polytechnic. Poly U University.
And that's where you meet all those people as well? Like Do
I
you?
know. I mean, I met a lot of friends through Neo, but I mean, a lot of time we meet other people when we're out, and I've met friends through other friends as well.
Okay. Because you did you.
So it's,
Do you go there as well? Do you go to those universities? Because I saw you on Snapchat today that you were.
oh no, actually, that was that was well, maybe it's slightly bad, but so Hong Kong University has a very intense and serious way to look at student unions, and I'm not saying they're a piss take, but like it's very, very, very much like they're all dressed in suits and everything's quite anal about the politics of it and stuff. And
Yeah.
to me, it's like you're like 20, 21, like loosen up a wee bit. Because you have your whole life to be very professional, and I'm not saying being professional at a young age is bad, but you need to appreciate like there's a bit of balance in order for you to understand it. So I feel as if it's very uptight, and me and actually my flatmate and his friend, that's who we were having dinner with tonight, actually sat there listening to some of that stuff because we found it interesting and kind of funny at the same time.
Yeah. Because what was happening there?
Sorry.
What was happening there? A union?
They had some sort of student union meeting about the rules and regulations of how they should progress through this year. So it was,
And this is on a Sunday. They're just all in suits and stuff.
yeah, and you know what the worst thing is? They were there yesterday as well.
Oh, really?
Because we passed them yesterday. I passed them yesterday. And I was like, oh wow. So today I thought, okay, I'm gonna go in and really hear them out and see what kind of things they talk about first.
Yeah.
Before assumption. But yeah.
And they're just on like, so they have no days off. They just probably every day they go.
I think they must like literally grind day and night. Which is, I don't know if they get much time to socialize or just kind of unwind, but it seems very much intense and lack of enjoyment.
I mean, yeah, it's entirely different
But
culture.
that's one person's perspective. Maybe that's what they want, and that's completely fair as well.
Yeah, but it's quite weird to think like their entire culture is more like results. I guess they want they're like from because you're saying from this since yesterday. Like do they do this every weekend or something, or just once in a?
I have no idea. I've not been up enough to see them every weekend, I guess. It's only this weekend I was up passing by. So.
But it's quite interesting that they're being this this passionate. Maybe that's a good thing, that they're being this passionate about the.
Yeah, it's a great thing, but I feel as if these things you have to really balance, because if that's happening every weekend kind of thing, like you're really losing the experience of like social interaction.
Yeah.
Because you can be stuck in your social groups, but when you go out into the real world and you have to deal with things and deal with clients and deal with other people, like you have to learn to deal with other people.
Yeah.
You cannot be secluded to your own social group. It doesn't work like that. It's just literally not how life works.
Yeah, that's actually also the reason I wanted to like work in different project groups in my class, because then you get to work with different personalities. Because I could work with the same people that I work with, and then it will be just the same story. But what if it's maybe a bit more difficult or something? That's the experience you get, So that's a good point you made there.
It's comfortable. It's comfortable and it's easy, but that's not life, right?
So maybe those impulsive decisions are great to get you out of those comfortable environments.
I think I've never shrugged off like from that experience about asking for that opportunity. I've never been shrugged off rejection so quick. Like being rejected and having to shrug it off so quick, I've never experienced that before. But immediately after like accepting the fact that I didn't get an opportunity with that office, like there was another opportunity that presented itself. So
yeah, I mean she gave you another contact, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I really could not complain, and it's a great contact because he's a very nice person.
Yeah.
And he did open a few doors for me. I just couldn't get the visa to go over, which was unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good thing though.
Yeah.
I was about to say something. What was I gonna say again? Um, I just lost my train of thought there. What were we talking about?
The impulsiveness.
The impulsiveness of.
Yeah, so it pays off. It can pay off, but I'm not saying everyone should be impulsive and go crazy as hell, because obviously,
yeah,
that can come with some serious consequences as well.
But that's why, like, if it's like something you've been thinking about, then it's easier to judge or not if it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think if you have some pre-thought with it and it feels right at the moment, I think it should be a sound enough move as long as you feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's also okay to take a risk, like.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I just wonder, like, I think if it's not something you put in thought into, then it might be a bit more dangerous, It's like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot more uncertainty about if it's the right move or not.
Well, I don't know what it's gonna be for me, but soon I think I have to make that same decision as you. But,
and I think you'll if you ask for an opinion, that is, I think we'll be able to, me and Ryan and any other friend really can give you some insight on that and help you with that decision as well. But also, like, I'm sure you know clearer than us what would be right for you as well. Like.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. How long you got left to talk?
Couple minutes.
Okay.
How are we looking? Are we half an hour or so? Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost at half an hour. It's 27 minutes. But okay.
True.
No. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to making that decision as well. For me, it's next year. Do I have to make a decision like that?
Yeah. And next year also, I mean, we're back in. I'll be back in Edinburgh, and I mean, I think this was like mentioned before, but imagine like me, you and Ryan in Edinburgh at the same time like that. That'd be some seriously interesting dynamic.
What? How long are you there for?
Saying, like, obviously, sorry.
How long are you like? When do you stop? Like, when are you done with Hong Kong?
I graduated to 18, remember? So I have another year in Edinburgh.
No, but I mean, when are you done with this Hong Kong? Like,
I will be back in Edinburgh September.
September. So you're here for like a long time.
Oh no! I'll probably leave here maybe June, May, June.
May, June-ish. Okay.
Yeah, it depends on travel arrangements and what we're doing in summer first.
Because how long were you supposed to be there for?
I'm actually meant to leave next month, and my contract ends next month. But they wanted me to work until September.
Oh, that's funny. So you're actually so next month would have been you done with your your placement, your internship or something?
Yeah, but I think I'm feeling quite addicted to this environment right now, and I feel it's the right move to stay.
But okay, that's actually good to know. Actually,
which was a very impulsive decision as well, by the way.
Oh wow!
But I'm pretty sure it's going to pay off because it's paid off so far.
Yeah, no, that's a good decision, I think, because if you were done right there, right, would have that been everything you needed to do for university?
Yeah. So once I finish up, literally when I finish my contract in March, before I sign a new one, that will be me done my placement that's required for university. Yeah.
And then if you wanted, you could have just went back home and then just do whatever.
Yeah. Well, the original plan was to go back home, work over summer, and then just earn money and travel.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to sacrifice that to be over here for a bit longer.
Oh well, I didn't know this. So you're gonna they want you to work as well for a bit longer. That's actually pretty crazy to think about it.
They wanted me to work until September originally before I signed this first contract, but I said I couldn't do that. So I just signed the first 4 months first, and then I said I'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no, I didn't know this. This is actually, I just found out. I didn't know you were gonna be there for that long. That's pretty.
Oh, really?
Pretty. No, you never told me this, man. I didn't know you were gonna be there, but it's good to find out.
I'd make this. Yeah, but I'll be here. Yeah. So.
That's pretty, man. You're gonna be there working as well. It's more experience, so you know.
It's getting busy. It's totally good. I'm looking forward to the busy workload to come back after Chinese New Year. So it's all good. it's all good.
All right. I think that's good, man. Yeah, should we leave it at this?
Sure.
Anything else you want to talk about before we leave?
I think that's it for this week.
All right, we've covered about. We basically talked about impulsive decisions and where they can get you.
Yeah.
And they seem to get Cammy really far in life, so that's.
Let's not put that out there because it's gonna like bite me in the ass one day.
What do you mean? It's a good thing to know, you know? You'll listen back to this.
Yeah. But I don't want to ruin someone's life either.
Oh, that's not up to you, dude. It's like we said, like you have to know. You'd have to know what you want in life before you do that, like because you knew you wanted to go far away, so you saw opportunity and you took it. So
yeah,
it's not like you should just go leave work tomorrow for no reason, just because you feel like it. Because I think we all feel like it, like just leaving and going somewhere, but it doesn't work like that. So yeah. It's been a great talk. Anything else you want to say, Cammy?
No, that's it for this week, I guess.
Yeah, then we'll see you listeners, whoever's listening to this, which will probably just be us. We'll be seeing you in the future, next week, on the Unlikely Guys podcast. And goodbye.
Peace.